tried to kill him in the car, tried to run himself. Can't even kill himself.
If you could write your own script to how this would end, how do you see it? Each one of you see it.
I don't know. I think whatever. I kind of trust in everything he's done. He's been tremendous. So I wouldn't. There's no way we would never know the characters as well as he knows.
I think Charlie's gonna walk away with his children.
Like for example, like there's the comic book which I saw. Right, I read it like crazy. I just read the 4th episode, the 4th comic.
5th one's up.
No, the 4th one.
5th one's up.
Oh, the 5th one.
It's awesome.
I just read the most recent. It's so cool for us because it's like reading a whole nother side story world that like is running congruently kind of with the whole thing. So you get to see all these other characters. So I don't know who writes them.
Boom Studio, but they have their writers and they're
So Kurt doesn't write.
No, Kurt has nothing to do with it.
But it's like, so, the talk of like, there's talk of the prequel and all. I just like the whole kind of world, the whole story. So, whatever happens in the last season, I don't know what it's going to be, but I know there's not many of us left.
It's going to be called The Son of Anarchy. Or as Kurt said, the mother of the son.
Jackson's gonna kill his mother and walk away with his 2 children to a better life for them. Watch.
And you know why I don't think that'll happen? Because everyone thinks it.
Yeah. No.
Everybody, like, even castmates, that was like the beginning for us. We're all getting to know each other. I'm like, man, this guy's like Clay. Him and Clay are vicious. And we're like the good guys. And he's, doing these things. And how fast the crowd changes is crazy, like the audience reaction to you. They like love you 1 second and hate you the next, you know? And for me, it's like, when that happened at the ending, there's some people that look at it like, because everyone loves Gemma so much, that there were people who were like, oh, you saved Gemma. But I didn't realize people were chanting for Tara to die all year. People wanted Tara to die, right? And then when she died, everybody was so mad about it. So it was kind of bizarre to us. We'd go to events, we'd go meet fans, and they'd be like, when is Tara gonna die? When is Clay gonna die? And then Clay dies, and people are like, why'd they kill Clay? I'm like,
Oh, I shed no tears. I shed no tears over Clay.
Thing about my dad, I never gave him any information. Jax is completely working with the ATF and the cops, and they're like, why are you a rat? I'm like, I'm not the one talking to the cops. He is.
Exactly.
But they don't see it that way, because they see what they want to see. You understand? So, with me being the most hated character on the show, as you say, it's like, I could do one thing and I'll be the most loved character.
And the food comes. And the food comes.
He's already gone.
Oh, I'm good.
You're
Thank
good?
you.
Okay.
Jesus.
No other show that has this. I have friends on other shows and literally we'll be with them, giant movie stars, kids who are in
100%.
big movies, and we'll be out with them, and we have hundreds of fans who come up to us, and not just like fans, like, oh my God, they want to talk about the show, they know about the show. And we have friends that are in $100 million movies, and people are handing them the camera to take pictures of us. It's like, the thing is, they'll never have all these other shows that get awards. Like, no offense to the Mad Men's and all these things, like, they have no viewers, they have, and they have all these critical awards, but they don't have where they can go to any city around the world, and the fans are so die-hard.
But I will say that it is odd, because we do have, as Theo said, such a huge following. And I think we got off on such a violent start to this show 6 years ago, that the critics, for whatever reason, wanted to just it was a very, the guns and all the stuff with guns in America now today, which is another whole topic. But honestly, we got off on that sort of a really weird start, and we can never get that back somehow. And so the writers...
It's like once they ignore you,
Once they want to ignore you, then it's
mean
cool to
anything
ignore
to us.
you. But they didn't know how big this show was going to become. And now that we're so big, they want to ignore us even more. I really think that, because there's been some incredible acting by some of us, and the storytelling's been amazing by Sutter. And
Right, but your show.
meaning that we were living in the this little bubble of like a show where we just thought we were making this little TV show, and the show is so giant now that it is, you know, the fan show. The fans are so, you know, embraced by it, and so they're on such a roller coaster that you can do things like the last 3 episodes, or like the stuff with his daughter, or like these little things that they know everything you did, you know, and they remember every minute of it and every second. It's not like, oh, did you see that episode? They're like, yeah, which one was that? They know every episode, every scene, every moment. And
But if you guys didn't do it so well,
oh,
nobody cared.
yeah.
You know, that's the other thing. And you guys do it so great.
Yeah, it's funny to think, you imagine anybody else playing those characters now, you know, this far deep.
So 2 things. How do you guys feel about fan-run accounts like Twitter and Facebook?
We love them, we're like Twitter hosts. We love them.
Come on, he got me into it.
I got him into it.
You got me into it last year.
You haven't followed my fan account.
Tell me what it is and I'll follow it. I don't know which
It's
one.
Tommy's fan account.
Oh, then I'm gonna
Oh, well, that's why.
That's why I would
Kim
never-
follows it.
Kim's also, would follow anybody. He's an easy follow.
The Tommy Flanagan fan account.
I'm a very hard follow. He's an easy one.
Yeah, he's an easy. So then, elaborate on Commander Crocs.
On what?
Commander Crocs.
No.
And he's on my Twitter.
I'm so
Crumbles the
glad.
hashtag.
I don't even know what that, I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means.
Right? I've seen pictures.
I don't know what that means.
It's a very inside joke that somebody, props or wardrobe, gave him this thing to wear because he was naked, as he's always naked. So when you're naked on set, they give you like, you know, the basic minimum to wear till you get to set.
And
You're
I
not
wore
going to
those
walk around nude.
Crocs
So they
all
give
day
you a
long.
robe, or they
And I
give
was
you
very proud of
slip-ons. They gave him Crocs and a robe.
Until people started going, oh, Mr. Guy, get the fuck out.
We were snapping pictures away, and that's where Commander Crocs came up.
Yep.
Never to be worn again by him. We're trying, but we don't know where they are. He left them on set from that one day.
I
I'll
almost
never
got
tell.
you a pair.
I think he truly wants to be. I think he's always wanted to be. I think he has, what do I say to Jax at the moment? I think I say I have no idea how to exist in this world anymore. I think he has no idea how to exist. And now, after what happened, I think killing the sheriff, which I don't think was, I think he just happened to be there. I don't think it was like, oh, he killed the sheriff because of what happened with his dad. I think it could have been anybody. I was just defending her. And for a moment, I thought it looked like he was going to kill her, too, as well. You know, he was just going to kill everybody. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I think being a good guy is gone. I think that's gone. I think he's probably gone at this point. I don't see how he can become a good guy after all the stuff he's done. I think you kind of just go down that rabbit hole.
So you're gonna have
And it's funny
another.
because then you see someone like Teak who actually, and it's funny because I'm now like referencing the comics. It's like in the comics, he's trying to defend, you know, Kenny Johnson's, you know, daughter and all that, and he's becoming like a better guy from this cold-blooded killer. So it's funny that you can actually come back from that. But I think it's too late for Juice. Personally, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Again, you just never know. But I thought the part with Nero was when he was drugged out. Just saying
That was
that's how I want it.
amazing
I want it
scene.
slow. You know, I want to go slow. I think that he just, I want to go fast. I think he was just saying that, you know, he just wants it to be whatever it is.
What are you saying? Exactly.
Yeah. I just want to go with Venus and Tig. I want to go party with them.
Right.
Yeah, we'll just go to a club or something.
No. Go to malls and shop.
Go to malls. That's interesting.
When the show ends,
Amazing script, you guys. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's an
God.
amazing script. That's my company's first film, and I'm one of the leads in it, and we're really excited about that. Hence the hair and the beard, and I'll probably
No, I'm
lose,
okay.
lose another 15 pounds for it. And then exactly, this is a beard. And then my company also has a TV show in development that we're really excited about as well. So we are pretty packed up for the next couple of years.
What's the name of your film? The film?
It's called Bad Hurt.
Bad hurt.
Yeah, and we start filming February 10th. We're really excited about it. Work. on in the episode, they park the bikes outside Telemoro, and I see the gold one. I'm like, why is that bike still gold? And he goes, oh no, because I, like an idiot, listen to the guy who does the bikes, not a writer. So he goes, oh no. Kurt just said whatever bike you chose, they have to use it for 2 episodes because until your bike gets run over and you get a new bike, then they're gonna upgrade it because it gets stolen from these guys. Whatever, long story. And I go, so that bike's gonna be in shots with me? Like, and now I like literally start having a panic attack. The fans are gonna freak out. I can't do it.
But again, Harley Davidson was very proud, and they should be, of their new line of those Dynas. So
The
it's good,
70s
it was
stuff.
good for them to
And it
try,
was
but-
funny.
But it's not necessarily right for Jews.
What I thought is in the
That's all.
moment, he
They're
just
looking
punched
right.
this guy out outside for doing what he did to his bike, and then they kept saying Liberace bike off camera. Everybody's like, look at this Liberace bike, you know,
No,
whatever.
only one actor did.
Well, it's
We-
Tommy.
Well, why do you have to name names? Let it go.
So then in the middle of a scene, it's 4 in the morning, everybody's
5 now.
5 in the morning,
So
we're
exhausted.
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 That bike, it's the first time you see it. We go into that death thing, and Charlie says it in the middle of the scene, and I'm just like, and Juice is so pumped up after doing the thing with the cops and do that I thought it was funny. I'm sitting on his bike, and it's just whatever, and he says it, and I guess it's been referenced so many times. So it was,
All right.
Obviously, the lone survivor thing is huge. The boot campaign was started because of Marcus Luttrell. So lone survivor.
You haven't seen the movie, go.
Yeah, it's a tremendous thing. Proceeds go to the boot campaign. Parts of the Lone Survivor Foundation.
It's amazing.
Boot campaign has really rallied around Marcus and everything that's going on with that. And then focusing a lot on housing. You know, guys, soldiers coming back, mortgage-free housing for soldiers returning, wounded warriors, soldiers with PTSD, and just constantly doing stuff. We're supposed to
Status
be
Strong, One Heart
Pendleton,
Source,
yeah.
you guys know
Status
how important
Strong,
charities are to
yeah.
Theo and me, and it's been an incredible year for our charities.
Yeah.
So we just keep doing this and doing that for our charities, and it's a great position to be in.
Now that Sandy has kind of been, remedied slightly, Stanton Strong has become the community-based project and really we can focus on the youth because we feel like we've been reading some numbers about 32% of New York students, are barely passing math, reading-wise. School has just gone really, education has really hurt this country and what we've learned is that it's kind of the beginning. So we're going to come on as a community program, and I've been going to a lot of schools and telling kids, you can do this, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to do nothing. And that's what we're going to start doing, starting with the youth and really trying to empower them.
And then we got to take some pictures because we got to go. But watch for this in the future. There's going to be some programs where they're going to get Theo and me to talk to students.
Yeah.
To talk to students about how we've made it and what's important to us about education and following your bliss and going to school and all those things.
I didn't start acting until I was 24. You know what I mean?
You still haven't started.
I still
Let me know.
still learning. Thank you all so much for coming out. It's snowing a lot out there, just so you know. I came here from New York, so I'm okay with it. This candy ass came from LA, so he's freezing.
It's cute.
But he did shoot a puck on the ice.
Did anybody see me miss that hole by that much? First shot was a half slap shot, but I realized there was too many guys down there. I might actually hit one of them. But welcome to Chicago for Theo and me. How about that?